Hello, this is Reginald, also known as Brother Teacher. Here recently in the news, the actor Charlie Sheen came out and admitted that he had contracted HIV, and he had known about it for at least 4 years. But he wanted to keep it secret to protect his family and his dignity, and basically he was ashamed. I understand this being a man, I understand this being a human being. There are some things you just don't want people to know. Uh, Oftentimes, we engage in behavior that we do in secret that we don't want to be found out openly, in fear of retribution, uh, people hating us and not seeing us the same anymore, and even losing friendships and even relationships. But the fact that he contracted HIV, and we understand that he had had a past of drugging and alcohol and so forth, he himself admitted to having several relationships with prostitutes. And that is perhaps how he contracted that disease or that condition, as it were. And what's more sad to me in my eyes is the fact that he had confidants, or he had people that he held in his mind as friends close to him. And he told his secret, if you will, to them, hoping that they would keep the secret. And some of them did, and others he found out what their true colors actually were because they began to try and extort money from him. And he did indeed admit that he had paid out well over $1 million in hush money, so to speak. Where is the love anymore? I respect Charlie Sheen, first of all, as a man and as a human being. And I respect him and his talents as an actor and entertainer. But at the end of the day, irrespective of whatever vocation you find yourself in, uh, you're still a human being. And you are still deserving of all of the freedoms and the privileges that life has to offer. It is so sad that people, for the sake of a dollar, will turn against you. People that you consider to be friends and family, if you will. What's really going on? This is really the world that we live in. People are not so kind, not so nice sometimes. But I'm not going to linger on that too long. I'm just going to get to the point, and that is, I'm happy that he came out. I really don't think it was the world's business what went on with him in his life. And I think it's really sad for people to use that as a ammunition, so to speak, against you in exchange for a monetary gift. I'm sure to this day that he has distanced himself from those individuals since he did indeed make it public. And I hope it goes away. The fact that he was empowering these people with his hard earned money. Um, I pray for his family. I pray for those who support him, and I would hope and encourage those that are listening and watching this video today that you would pray for Charlie Sheen and hope that God continues to carry him and strengthen him, because we all have problems. There is none of us that are not subject to the human condition on some level or another. So have compassion today, have some empathy, Don't just point the finger and say that's what he deserves. He doesn't deserve that. No one deserves that. We've all made mistakes and bad choices and decisions in our lives, and some of us have paid for them immediately, and others of us have paid for them down the road. But that's part of the human existence. Mistakes. I don't care sometimes if you've been told hundreds and hundreds of times how this particular thing is bad for you: cigarette smoking, drugs, alcohol, hanging around women that are women of the night, or whatever the case is. It doesn't matter. I can rant on about that. But we have all been told those things. We've grown up knowing what's right and wrong. But somehow or another, those weaknesses that we have cause us to gravitate towards those houses of ill repute, so to speak. But that was really all that I had to say. But let me probably reiterate and be a little more redundant before I close and say to you again, don't be so quick to judge, no matter who it is. It could be you. You be safe, and I'll see you in the next video. So long.